All right, so today this video is obviously going to be teaching you guys how to do that. It's the basics to get you guys rolling, to get you guys started. So when you do step in a car, you at least know how the basics work. So with that said, let's go into the shift knob and how to work the shift lever. So this is just me going through every single one of the gears. On the shift knob, there's usually a pattern of where the gears are in the shift boot. So here I go into first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and in reverse. It's interesting in this car because you have to actually pull up that knob and go to the right and down. So with that said, let's go into the rest of the video.
All right guys, so today you guys are gonna be learning how to drive a manual. And the first thing, since this is a manual car, you do have to press the clutch in. I'll put that on you see that on the clutch footage right there. Also you have to press the brakes, and then you have to turn the ignition. So we're on right now, and so the main purpose of your clutch is to engage and disengage the connection between the engine and the wheels. That's all you really need to know. It's not just specifically that, but that's how you can understand it for the purposes of learning how to drive manual. So because we're in neutral, you can let off the clutch. That's fine. So now the most important thing, whenever you are going to be shifting into gear to start driving forward, you have to clutch in. You have to make sure the clutch is pressed the entire time until you shift it into the gear you want. In this case, we're going to go into first gear. So without even pressing the gas, you don't need to press the gas in order to get the car rolling. You just let off the brake, assuming you're on a flat ground, of course. That's the best place to practice. And you slowly let off the clutch. This is just you learning how to use the clutch pedal, since people who drive automatics usually aren't really using their left foot. So you slowly start letting off. You'll notice in this case the revs will start to dip. Let me get footage of this real quick while you guys are here. So the revs will actually drop here. So the revs are pretty low. If you keep letting off the clutch, that's not actually gonna. Okay, never mind. Oh, handbrake's up. All right, guys, that's rule number 2. All right, that was really embarrassing. I'm on camera. I get really nervous sometimes, guys, so just bear with me. Handbrake has to be down. That way you can actually, get the car rolling. So here I am, actually just put down the handbrake. And all you really have to do right now, I swear, is just let off the brake and slowly let off the clutch. So you'll find a point where the revs will start to dip and the car will actually start rolling. So you can see that right here, the car is rolling. I have not let up the clutch completely because you don't need to. The car is rolling. Now, if I wanted to hit the brakes right now, I would have to clutch in all the way and then slowly apply the brakes. And that's it. So to start out, practice that at least 5 or 6 times. So we'll do it one more time here on video, and then we'll move on to the next step. Let off the brake, slowly let off the clutch. You notice the car will start to actually move. Stop moving your clutch at that point. Keep your clutch at the same position. It'll pick up speed. And then after a certain point, once you're on the hang of it, you can let off the clutch completely. So my foot's off the clutch. So I'm in first gear and I'm coasting. Now if you want to drive in first gear, you can just use the gas. Don't floor it, because you're in a very low gear and the revs are going to shoot up really quickly. So that's that right there. All right, so to come to a complete stop, you clutch in, and then you press the brakes like a normal car. All right, so that's step 1. Once you've gone to that and gotten used to that, you understand how your clutch feels. Now we'll learn how to shift from first into second. I think once you get the hang of that, practice it, and then you're probably ready to go on a drive, because it's the same concept, just repeat it over for the next gears. So like we started earlier, you're gonna put your foot off the brake, slowly let off the clutch until you start getting the car to roll. Once you let off of it completely, you can get on the gas a little bit if you want to go faster. Now to get ready to shift into second, you want to clutch in completely. Shift from first into second, slowly let off the clutch, but this time you want to apply a little bit of gas. And that's where the balance comes in. Like by a little bit, I mean literally just like feather it. I didn't even actually press the gas there except for a little bit, as you guys saw from the camera. So I'm in second gear right now. You guys can see here we're going about, what, 10 miles per hour. Something crazy. And second gear is pretty much all you need for in-city driving, second or third, depending on how your gears or how your transmission is actually geared. So, yeah. All right, so one last time, let's combine everything we learned here into one drive, I guess, for the people that are seeing. And I'll record here too. All right, so clutch in, put your foot on the brake, turn on the car. Now we're in neutral. And go into first, take your foot off the brake, and slowly let off the clutch until it starts rolling. Once you've gotten it actually rolling, you can let off that clutch, you can give it gas, now your engine's connected right to your wheels. To go into second gear, clutch in, second, slowly lift off. And then you're good to go there. Now the last piece, which is pretty much going to be after third gear, it's all the same all the way up to fifth, is just clutching in one more time, and then straighten out the wheel here, and then we'll go to, yeah, don't do that. I'm just going really slow, so third gear isn't the best gear for that situation. We'll go back into second. So yeah, that's combining all three steps right there. Thank you guys so much for watching. And I'll catch you guys later.